I'm gonna go night night, y'all. Ugh.
1,000-year voyage guided by compassion.
Man, what kind of haberdashery is that? My heart was stolen. What? Bro, my minutes wouldn't even life up. Let him be. Yo, my mimic chair sucks, dude. He will not life up. Hey, so Elden Ring, I'm trying to fight the DLC Radon. You keep getting him to his second form, but my mimic. Why won't my mimic use his dumpling to give life? Like I distracted everything. My mimic will not use his life.
If your if your mimic is holding a life restoring item and it's not using it, it might be a quirk of that particular fight. Sometimes mimics prioritize attacking. One trick is to give them only that item and no weapons, but that's risky. Ultimately, though, the second form of Radahn is brutal. Just keep dodging those meteors and you'll get that victory.
Where you at, mimic? Oh. Out, dude. Like this cat will not. Mimic tier, what are you doing? Going down to there, bro. Doggone it. Now he uses his life. Another freaker. Yeah. Man, forget the FP mess, dude. I'm not finna use this weapon, dude. It's a waste. Bro, we finna go back to I'm finna unequip this crap. I'm doing better this with my sword. That's off. Get rid of that. And we'll use this. I feel, dude, my boy, but we gotta try a different round. Oh, what is my mimic doing? Mimic, you being trash, dude. My mimic is being trash, bro. He acting like he don't want to fight. This cat easy. I got Ray done now, Pat. Get his movement, man. I might fight him myself. Never mind. Never mind that. Never mind that. what are you doing? Bro, the mimic trash. You sitting here watching. Dang, boy, this nigga sitting here watching. I'm trying to figure out what my mimic is doing, bro. Oh, I better smooth out later. This motherfucker is tripping, dog. Bro, my mimic is watching the fight. He ain't getting in the game. Man, let's get it, boy. Mimic, what are you doing?
I promise you, 1,000-year voyage guided by
Mimic sitting there
compassion.
watching, sitting there fighting. Got full. Only run over me. Fight him, bro. You suck. This mimic suck, dude. Mimic suck, bro. You ain't want to fight. He ain't fighting, man. I'm trying to figure out, yo, what can I do to get my mimic to fight, bro? Oh, this cat, dude. I messed up. You know, let's try something different. game, bro. I need something else. You almost got Ray done, man. You walking them down. Why do I got this on? What? Bro, I did not pick this. When did I pick this? What? Hey, in the DLC, Raydon's second form, what does he use? Does he use magic or holy damage? Because I got talisman. What talismans do I need to use?
In the DLC, Radahn's second form generally shifts toward more gravity-based magic attacks. He's not using holy damage, so a talisman that boosts your magic or gravity negation would help. If you have talismans like the Flame Drake Talisman or Phallic Drake Talisman, those won't do much here. Instead, consider anything that reduces general magic damage or enhances your defenses against elemental attacks.
What about the one that uses lightning damage?
If you're dealing with lightning damage from another boss or enemy, you'd want a talisman like the Bolt Drake Talisman.
So would that work against Raydon's second form?
No, that wouldn't be useful against Radahn. He's focused on gravity magic, not lightning.
What talismans they got in the game to stop that type of magic?
For gravity-based magic, your best bet is actually stacking general magic resistance. Talismans like the Spelldrake Talisman are perfect, since they reduce magic damage overall. You could also boost your protection by equipping armor with high magic resistance. That'll help soften the impact of those gravity attacks.
No, I got the biggest one.
I get you.
That one, hold on, let me see. Lightning damage, boost lightning damage, holy damage, boost holy damage. He don't use holy damage though.
Exactly. Radahn won't be throwing any holy damage at you.
What's this talisman I got? The element talisman raises resistance to the last ailment suffered.
That one's the Pearl Drake Talisman. It raises resistance.
No. It's another one. It's called the ailment talisman. It says raises resistance to the last ailment suffered.
That sounds like a talisman that reacts to whatever damage type hit you last, though that's not a common one in Elden Ring. If you've got something reactive like that, it might not be as reliable for a specific fight. For Radahn's gravity magic, stick to talismans that directly reduce magic damage, like the Spelldrake Talisman.
You don't even know what it is. What's that talisman? The element talisman. Can you tell me what it is and what it does? You're being general. I need you to tell me, look and find out what it does. It's the AILMENT talisman. AILMENT talisman.
I see what you're asking now. In Elden Ring, there isn't actually an ailment talisman that raises resistance based on the last element.
I'm looking at this talisman. What is it? Can you tell me what it does?
I wish I could see it directly, but the game doesn't have a known ailment talisman.
Let me take a screenshot of it and send it to you. Hold on. Let me take a screenshot of it and send it to you. Oh man. Uh, why do they do that? I don't know why I do that. I got excited. I got excited. Okay. What time it is? The mix. Hey, gone. Oh. Alright, we got this over. Yeah. Why did I do that? Doggone it, man. Why did I do that, y'all? Oh, I should have ran. Oh my goodness. Well, where my mimic at? What he doing? Bro, he over there chilling. Look at him walking. Man, you suck, dude. You over there, what the freak are you doing? Now you run over there and want to fight. The minute I die, you want to fight. You big dummy. The minute I get ready to go, this cat, he want to run up. We gonna get him. Come on, man. Come on. Come on. Let's get him. Let's get him. Let's get him. Get him. Get him. Mimic, get him. Fight him. Mimic, what are you doing? Go get him. Go get him. But why they ain't let me get my life? This cat swinging away at me. My mimic sitting there watching. But what are you doing, mimic? What are you doing? Let's go. Now you want to hit. Now you want to hit. Now you want to run up. Gotta step in. What are you doing? Are you serious? Some fool and went and gave a gesture. I'm up here getting my butt whooped. You doing super power move. I gotta help my niggas out for this. Run. Light love. You guys having light love. You heal, use some life. I wish you some life. All I got left. I ain't know he had nothing left. I ain't had no life left, man. Look at that. Look where he got his life down to. This cat just got doggone, man. If my mimic would do right and lose his life, we could win. He did not use his dumplings, man. Give me a Gemini. Right. Hey, Gemini. So I got in Elden Ring DLC, we fighting Raiden the second time. We can get him in his second form easily. We get him past half his, almost down. I got him down pat kind of, but my mimic tier will not act right. It will not use its dumplings to heal itself. I do not understand why my mimic tier, when you get in the second fight, even when I distract him, my mimic tier will not use its dumplings. What is going on with that?
Fighting Promised Consort Radahn is arguably the toughest wall in the Shadow of the Erdtree DLC, and having your mimic tier fail to heal is the last thing you need when the screen is covered in light beams. The issue with raw meat dumplings and the mimic tear usually boils down to a mix of AI priority and inventory mechanics. Here is a breakdown of why your mimic might be holding out on you. 1. The priority logic. The mimic tier's AI prioritizes attacks and weapon skills, Ash of War, over consumables when an enemy is in close proximity. In the Radahn fight, his aggression is dialed to 11. Even if you are holding his attention, the mimic's AI often stays in combat mode rather than survival mode. If it has a spell or a skill it can spam, it will almost always choose that over stopping to eat a dumpling. 2. Inventory slotting. To maximize the chance of the mimic using an item, try these adjustments. Clear the clutter. If your quick item bar is full of boluses, pots, and greases, the mimic has a lower statistical chance of rolling the dumpling in its AI cycle. The double down strategy. Equip the raw meat dumpling in your quick item slot, and also ensure you have no other healing items, like warming stones, equipped. If it's the only consumable available, the AI is forced to consider it more often. 3. The HP threshold. The mimic tear generally won't use a healing item until its health drops below a certain percentage, usually around 40% to 50%. If Radahn is bursting the mimic down from half health to 0 with one of those massive holy combos in phase 2, the mimic never actually hits the window where it decides to heal. 4. Status effect interference. Raw meat dumplings cause poison. While the mimic is immune to the damage of poison, sometimes the AI hesitates to proc a status effect on itself if it is already dealing with Radahn's gravity pull or stagger animations. Pro tips for the Radahn fight: heal it yourself. If the mimic won't eat, consider slotting the heal from afar incantation, found in the DLC, or Lord's Aid. Since you're getting him past half health, keeping that mimic alive as a tank is worth the FP cost. The Iron Jar Aromatic. If you want the mimic to be a true monster, put Iron Jar Aromatic in your quick items. A mimic with infinite poise and high damage negation can often ignore Radahn's phase 2 light pillars entirely.
Oh shoot,
That would
Iron
be
Jar.
indomitable. If your mimic is dying too fast in phase 2, putting a shield with this Ash of War on your back, or main hand when summoning, can sometimes trick the mimic into using iframes to survive the Starfall attack. Are you running a strength-based build or more of a dexterity/bleed setup for this fight? Knowing your stats might help tweak what the mimic is focusing on.
Hold on now, what jar you talking about? What jar you talking about put on?
The item is called the Iron Jar Aromatic. It's a craftable, consumable perfume that turns your body into solid metal. When your mimic tear uses it, it becomes an absolute tank. Why it works for the Radahn fight?
Where do I get that at?
Defense.
Where do I get that at?
To get the Perfumer's Cookbook 3, which lets you craft the Iron Jar Aromatic, you need to head to the Oriza-side tomb in the Altus Plateau. This dungeon is notorious for being a trap dungeon with teleporting chests that can get confusing, so here is the quickest route to the cookbook. 1. Finding the dungeon. Location, northeast of Lindell, Royal Capital. How to get there.
I think I got it. It's the, what is it? The cookbook, Perfumer's Cookbook 3.
Exactly. Perfumer's Cookbook 3 is the one. Once you have that, you'll see the Iron Jar Aromatic appear in your crafting menu. Since the Mimic Tier is being stingy with the dumplings, giving it the Iron Jar is basically like turning it into a brick wall. It won't have to worry about healing as much because Radahn's light beams and gravity pulls won't stun or stagger it anymore. The Mimic will just keep swinging. Just a quick checklist for the craft. Perfume bottles. You need at least one empty perfume bottle in your inventory to craft it. It acts like a ritual pot. You get the bottle back after use. Living jar shards. You get these from the small or large jars.
I have the Perfumer's Cookbook 4.
Close, but not quite. Perfumer's Cookbook actually unlocks the Acid Spray Mist, which lowers an enemy's physical attack power. It's a solid item, but it won't give your Mimic that steel-bodied tankiness you need for Radahn. To get the Iron Jar Aromatic, you specifically need Perfumer's Cookbook. 3. Quick recap of where to find Cookbook.
Wait.
1. Location.
I have, it says Perfumer's Cookbook 1.
That means you've got the basics down, but Perfumer's Cookbook 1 only lets you craft Spark Aromatic and Uplifting Aromatic. To get the Iron Jar Aromatic, the one that turns your Mimic into a tank, you definitely need Perfumer's Cookbook 3. Since you're in the middle of the Radahn DLC fight, you'll need to take a quick trip back to the base game, Altus Plateau, to grab it. Here is the exact path. Where to find Perfumer's Cookbook. 3. 1. The dungeon. Go to the Oriza side tomb. How to get there. Go to the Capital Rampart site of Grace, just outside Lindell. Head northeast, drop down to the moat area, and look for the entrance guarded by a large rune bear. Note. It's right next to the Oriza Hero's Grave.
Can I equip the Perfumer's Cookbook and cook it up with the Mimic and also keep his dumplings, or what?
You can absolutely have both equipped. In fact, that is the best way to turn your Mimic Tear into an unstoppable tank for the Radahn fight. Here is exactly how to set it up so your Mimic uses both. 1. The setup. Before you enter the fog gate, put both the Iron Jar Aromatic and the raw meat dumplings into your quick item slots, the bar where your flask of Crimson Tears usually sits. 2. How the Mimic uses them. When you summon the Mimic Tear, it copies your entire loadout at that exact moment. The Iron Jar the Mimic will usually pop this early in the fight. It turns into metal, gains massive defense, and, most importantly, cannot be staggered. The dumplings. Because the Iron Jar prevents the Mimic.
Will it use that Iron Jar? Will it use that Iron Jar in the second fight with Radahn, in the second phase?
Yes, your Mimic Tear will absolutely use the Iron Jar Aromatic in the second phase, and it is actually one of the best times for it to have it active. The Mimic's AI doesn't reset or change its rules just because the boss hits phase 2. It will keep using whatever is on its item bar.
YouTube. Perfumer's Cookbook 3 location in Elden Ring.
Did you know that Walmart Express delivery comes in as fast as an hour? Matt knew. I lost my bags again. This came faster than his ride from the airport. Your sense of pace. The Walmart you thought you knew is now new.
Get out of that meat. Get out of it, dude. You ain't supposed to be eating none of it. Get out of it. Get out of it, man. You get clapped. Hey, yeah, I'm getting clapped by Ray Dunn. I had to go back, man. The cat got me frustrated, dude. We got him in second form though. So I figured something out. I'm gonna go get this make my mimic tier stronger. Get this iron jar cookbook. Dude, we got him beat, man. I got Ray Dunn beat, dog. I got his number. Yeah, man, he been clapping us to sleep. Oh, it's weak now? Yeah, dude. I just looked it up. The mimic tier started acting goofy. Like literally, it will not heal itself. Yeah, I beat this part. This is my second playthrough of the base game. Yeah, I done beat all this, man. Like I'm in the DLC. So I gotta go back and get this cookbook to make my mimic tier tank. It's the something jar. So I'm finna go try to get that. How am I supposed to get down there? That's crazy. How the heck I'm supposed to get down there? Let me see. What the heck? Bro, how am I gonna get down there? The mimic to a beast though. It's acting goofy now though. I don't know what the world going on. Why it's acting so goofy, man? Huh? What that is? Is this the cave? I don't want to go here. I'm already done. I'm already done, dude. That's why I had to come back, man. Ray Dunn been clapping me like water, man. I'm coming back to get his cookbook, man. Cookbook 3. It's down here in this cave, man. I can't get to it. I gotta figure out how to get down there. And then I'm gonna go whoop Ray Dunn. Stand by and watch. You gonna see he going down tonight. Y'all think it's a game, man. He been Ray Dunn been clapping me for the last 2 weeks, man. Ray Dunn been clapping me the last 2 weeks, dude. I ain't gonna lie. Man, I'm up there, man. I'm a ball. I'm a beast, dude. Dude, let me show you my stats, man. I ain't trying to brag in that, man, but I'm a strength build too, man. I don't need no magic, man. I ain't need no magic. We got iron, pure iron on these cats. Woo, look at that boy there. See, I'm level 251. I'm destroying everything, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. Ray Dunn is the only thing that's giving me trouble. All right, hey, this is how we get down here. Whoa, 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 whoa. Where you see that? Come on, bruh. But I tell you. I tell you, man. I say how to get down there now. Oh. I'm finna beat Ray Dunn, man. Watch this. Stay joined in, man, so you can see this, witness this. He going down tonight. Just like the dragon, Dread the Dragon. Go look at my reels, my shorts. I put Dread the Dragon to sleep. I put him to bed. He went night. As my boy said, my boy Ryu say, he went night night. Hey, man. I done clapped every dragon in the game, man. I'm the real Dragon Slayer. Here we go. This is how we get down here. I wonder how to get down here, man. Get that cookbook, man. Stop playing with them. Stop playing with them. I hope this the right way. Come on, man. Are you kidding me? Oh, there you go, right up. We here. We's here. Yes, we are here. I'm clapping everything in this cave. You gave me a new title for the video. We clapping. That's what I'm gonna call it. Lock. Bro. Down here. Did you use magic? I ain't been using no magic. I'm clapping everybody with iron and steel. Clapping everybody with iron and steel. And you just stand by and watch. Cause I'm sure about to clap right down. Oh, this it right here? This might be it. What is this? What the heck was that? All right, what you say, bro? I gotta open up my chat. I ain't got my chat open, man. I've been frustrated. I've been crying every night this week, man. Fighting Ray Dunn, man. It's one day I got him to like one more, it's probably about 2 more hits I got him down to. I don't know how I did that. Man, we clapping everything, walking. Man. They're just fighting me. Trying to get this cookbook. Yeah, I've been charmed. They took my heart. There we go, secret pathway. No. Good haberdashery. part. Shoot, DLC. Pretty much all the bosses. Uh, Shoot, man, I pretty much done clapped all the bosses in the DLC. Radon is the, the pretty much the one that oh, they go to contract. Gotta beat you myself. Where the cookbook at? Got it. Got the cookbook. Hey, so I got this cookbook. Cookbook 3 now. What do I do now?
Nice. Now that you have Perfumer's Cookbook 3 unlocked the recipe. Now we just need to craft the iron jar aromatic so you can give it to your mimic. Here is your step-by-step to get this ready for Radahn. 1. Check your ingredients. Open your item crafting menu. You need these 4 things to make 1 jar. Altus Bloom, 2. Common yellow flowers found all over Altus Plateau. Budding cave moss, 1. Found in most caves in Altus or the DLC. Living jar shard, 3. Dropped by the jar enemies, big or small. Perfume bottle, 1. This is a container item. As long as you have 1 empty bottle in your inventory, you can craft the aromatic. 2. If you are...
What what is it called? Iron jar aromatic? Is that what it's called?
It is actually called the iron jar aromatic, like a jar made of iron.
I
I
have
know it
that.
sounds like iron jar, which would honestly be a cooler name for an Elden Ring item, but you'll find it under iron jar aromatic.
So I have it. It says iron jar aromatic. Uses for temporary turn wielder's body to steel.
That's the one. Turn Welder's body to steel. That is exactly what is going to turn your mimic into a monster for this fight. Since you've got it, here is the final game plan to make sure your mimic actually uses it to help you crush Radahn. 1. The clean loadout. The mimic's AI can be a bit stubborn. To make sure it chooses the iron jar aromatic and the raw meat dumplings over everything else, try to set your quick item bar, the square slots like this. Slot 1. Flask of Crimson Tears, for you. Slot 2. Raw meat dumpling. Slot 3. Iron jar aromatic. Slot 4. Optional. Uplifting aromatic. If you have it, this gives you and the mimic a shield bubble. 2. The summon. Enter the fog gate.
Hold
Wait for a
on.
small opening, and summon the mimic. The mimic will now have its own infinite supply of that iron jar. Once it pops the jar, it will turn silver.
Hold on, wait.
It has infinite poise. Even when Radahn does his massive gravity pulls or the light speed combos in Phase 2, your mimic will just stand.
How to craft the item and put it in the loadout to make my mimic turn to steel in Elden Ring DLC. I gotta figure out how to do it first. Let me see. I'm gonna use the iron jar to make. I'm gonna use the this right here to make it. Hopefully it'll work. Like you say, what does that do? Where is it at? I'm gonna try to use this right here. I don't know if it'll work. Well, we're gonna try it though. Let me see. How do I set it up though? That's the thing. Let me see, we finna try it. Gotta figure out how to, where, dang it. Alright. Hey, so I put the iron jar in quick item slot 3. I got my raw dumplings in quick item slot 2.
That is the perfect setup. You've basically turned your mimic tear into a asterisk heavy-duty tank. By having them in slots 2 and 3, you've cleared out the noise in the mimic's AI. Here is what to expect when you step through that fog gate. The battle plan? 1. The transformation. Shortly after you summon the mimic, keep an eye on it. Once it uses the iron jar aromatic.
Do I make the mimic use the iron jar, or does it do it on its own?
The mimic tear does it entirely on its own. You don't have to press a thing.
Because
you have it equipped in your quick item slot, the mimic inherits.
So should I put the item in the should I put it in quick item 6, or just put it in quick item slot number 3 like we talked about?
Stick with quick item slot number 3. The reason we want it in the early slots 1, 2 and 3 is all about how the AI thinks. When the mimic tear is deciding what to do, it tends to prioritize the items of the.
Should I put it in slot 2 and move the dumpling to slot 3?
Actually, keeping the raw meat dumpling in slot 2 and the iron jar in slot 3 is usually the better move. Here's the logic for the mimic's brain. Survival first, the mimic's AI is hard-coded to prioritize healing when its health drops. By keeping the dumpling in the very first slot available to the mimic, slot 2, you're making sure that as soon as it feels hurt, the heal is the first thing it finds. The buff follow-up. Once it's not panicking about health, it will look at slot 3 and see the iron jar to buff up. The golden rule for this setup: the most important thing isn't actually whether it's in slot 2 or 3, it's keeping the rest of the slots empty. If you have empty slots from 4 all the way to 10, the mimic only has 2 choices. 1. Eat a dumpling, heal. 2. Use the Iron Jar tank. If you swap them, it won't hurt anything, but keeping the...
Can I use the iron jar?
You can use it, but there is a major catch. It changes how you have to play the fight entirely. Because you are fighting Radahin, using the Iron Jar yourself is a high-risk, high-reward move. Here is what happens if you pop that jar. 1. The good, you become a tank. You get massive physical damage negation. You get infinite poise. Radahn's swords and the Phase 2 light beams will not stagger you. You can just stand there and keep swinging your weapon while he hits you. 2. The bad, you lose your mobility, no running, you cannot sprint away from his massive starfall or gravity attacks. The fat roll, your dodge roll, becomes extremely slow and covers almost no distance. Lightning weakness. It significantly lowers your lightning resistance, though luckily, Radahn mostly deals physical, magic, and holy damage. Should you use it? Use it only if you are playing a face tank build. If you have a heavy shield, like the fingerprint shield, or a very heavy weapon with a lot of reach, you can use the Iron Jar, stand next to your Mimic, and both of you can just relentlessly beat on him without stopping. Avoid it if you rely on dodging. If your strategy is to roll through his combos and Miquella's light beams, do not use the jar. It will make it almost impossible to dodge his grab attack, or the big explosions in Phase 2.
So my Mimic can move around with it.
That is the best part. The Mimic tear is not limited by the weight of the Iron Jar the same way you are. The Iron Jar makes you slow and heavy. The Mimic's AI handles it much better. It will still walk toward Radahn, stay aggressive, and swing its weapon. Since it doesn't really sprint or panic roll like a human player anyway, the movement penalty doesn't hurt the Mimic much at all. Why it works so well? The magnet effect. Because the Mimic isn't getting knocked back by Radahn's swords, it stays right in his face. This keeps Radahn's AI focused on the Mimic, allowing you to move freely around the arena. Walking tank, the Mimic will slowly but surely follow Radahn.
Radahn going down. Radahn going down, y'all. It's time. Oh, it's time. Oh, it's time. Does Radahn use lightning?
In Elden Ring, Radahn does not use lightning attacks. This is actually great news for you if you or your...
Let me ask you this. The golden braid boosts holy damage negation by the utmost. Is that good against Radahn?
You hit the nail on the head. The golden braid is arguably the most important item you can wear for the second half of this fight. Since you are imagining the setup, here is why that talisman is a mandatory life insurance policy against Radahn. 1. It counters Phase 2's light show. In the second phase, every single one of Radahn's sword swings is followed by a pillar of light. Those pillars deal holy damage. Without the braid, those pillars can shred your health bar in seconds. With the golden braid...
Y'all ready? See what's gonna happen. I need some music. Keep my stress level down. Here we go. It's time. Let's get this work. Oh shoot! Oh, he did use. I think he did use. A brand new name, it's booty on the Dang, I'm tripping. What am I doing? All right, that me dying, y'all. I'm messing up. I just gotta get warmed up, man. Eee. Where my mimic at? Oh, where you at, mimic? How did he get me?
A 1,000-year voyage guided by
You still
compassion.
fighting, dude. But my mimic not even fighting, dude. What the freak? Bro, my mimic ain't even fighting. thinking I'm gonna do
guided by compassion.
Oh man, my block wasn't even on. Come on. Hey. It's just slow it up. What? Oh, he killed my mimic too. Oh, bro. How is that possible? Well, I thought we had him, y'all. God, dog. Hey, you wrong. My mimic tear turning to the jar, turning to steel, makes them slow roll and stuff. I thought you said it don't affect my mimic tear.
You're right to call me out on that. I definitely didn't explain that clearly enough. I misspoke when I said it wouldn't affect him. The Iron Jar aromatic definitely changes his movement, but here is the big difference in how the AI handles it versus a player. Why he's doing the slow roll. Since the Mimic is a perfect copy of you, he gets the exact same steel status effect. This means he gets the fat roll. Just like you, he'll do that heavy, slow thud when he tries to dodge. He walks slower. He won't be sprinting around the arena. Why I suggested it anyway. Even though he becomes slow and heavy, the Mimic Tier's AI doesn't care about rolling as much as we do. The tank trade-off. Normally, if a player fat rolls against Radahn, you get hit and staggered immediately. But because the Mimic is made of steel, even when he fails a roll or gets hit mid-walk, he doesn't flinch. He keeps swinging. Most of the time, the Mimic will just stand there and trade blows. Radahn hits him, and instead of the Mimic flying backward or falling down, he just stays standing and hits Radahn back. Is the slow roll hurting the fight? If you feel like the Mimic is just getting stuck in a corner and not helping, you can try this. Take the Iron Jar off. If you prefer a Mimic that can actually dodge those light beams, go back to just the raw meat dumplings.
Oh, he's lasting. It's me. I'm the one dying right now.
Promise
me.
you a 1,000-year voyage guided by compassion. Let us go
Oh
together.
man, I hope they don't kill me on that. Oh, dude. He was beat. So if he hugged you twice, he was beat. My life was good. Everything was good, Joe. So we had him beat. If Redon hugged you twice, you automatically die on the second hug.
That is the most heartbreaking way to lose that fight. You can have the perfect steel tank build and all the health in the world, but that second hug is a scripted game over. It's Michaela's way of charming you.
Man, that's
There is no surviving it once that
is there
second
any is
hand
there any
appears over your head.
is there any talisman to stop you from getting charmed?
There isn't a talisman that makes you immune to the charm, but there is one specific item you can use during the fight to stop that instant death. The Charm Breaker, Michaela's Great Rune. This is the only thing in the game that can save you if you get hugged. Unlike other Great Runes, you don't equip this at a tower. You put it in your quick item slot and use it like a potion. How to use it? After Radahan hugs you the first time,
Where do I get it at?
to get the Michaela's Great Rune, the Charm Breaker, you have to defeat the Skadutry Avatar, which is a giant three-headed sunflower boss. It is hidden in the Skadutry base, and getting there is a bit of a process. Here is your step-by-step roadmap. 1. Reach the Church District, Shadowkeep. If you haven't been there, go to more.
You talking about that flower boss in the swamp?
That's exactly it. It's the giant sunflower in that shallow yellow water area at the Skadutry base, since you recognize the swamp area.
So if I beat it, I get the charm.
Exactly. If you beat that giant sunflower boss, Skadutry Avatar, it drops Michaela's Great Rune. But here is the most important part. It doesn't work like a normal Great Rune. How it works. Don't go to a divine tower. You don't need to power it up or use a rune arc. It's a reusable tool. You put it in your quick item slot, just like your dumplings or your iron jar. The reset. If Radan hugs you the first time, you'll see that glowing golden crest over your head. You click the button to use the Great Rune, your character holds it up, and the charm is broken. Hash hash hash, why you want it. If you have that rune on your bar, you basically have infinite lives against his hug attack. Hug number 1, right pointing arrow, use rune, right pointing arrow, charm gone. Hug number 2, right pointing arrow, now becomes hug number 1 again, right pointing arrow, use rune, right pointing arrow, charm gone. You can keep doing this the whole fight. Without it, that second hug is an instant heart stolen game over. The final Radan killer item bar. 1. Flask of crimson tears. 2. Raw meat dumpling.
Does it work with my okay? Does it work with my mimic tier?
The short answer is no, it doesn't really work with the mimic. Even though the mimic inherits the items on your bar, it's a
I forgot. Where's this flower at?
To get that flower, the Skadutry Avatar, you have to head back into the Shadowkeep. specifically the Church District side. Since you've been exploring, here is the path to find it. 1. Go to the Church District, East Shadow Keep. If the area is still flooded, you have to platform across the rooftops to find the lever and drain the water. Once the water is gone, the ground level opens up. 2. Find the elevator, go to the ground floor of the...
On stay shooting.
The VA wants. Mom, it's not open.
Oh, God already.
I promise you, 1,000-year voyage guided by compassion.
Why is this hurting me so bad? Yeah. Whoa, what the hell? Like, this cat got absurdly stronger. Bro, am I tripping? This cat got so much stronger. replicating. The heck? Bro, what move was that? That's one hit of this. That. Yeah.
voyage guided by compassion.
Oh. In the way was that, bro? Yeah. Hey, when Radon flies up in the air in the second phase, how do you know where he's at? Because the controllers lose all. You lose orientation. You don't know where he's coming from. What do you do with that? Because he hit you one time and you're dead.
That move is the ultimate panic moment. When he flies up for that massive meteor crash in Phase 2, the game actually breaks your lock-on, which is why you feel like you've lost all orientation. Here is the secret to finding him and surviving that one-hit death. 1. Look for the star in the sky. As soon as he disappears and the music cuts out, don't look at the ground. Look up and spin your camera in a circle. You will see a bright, glowing golden star high in the atmosphere. That is Radon. He always spends a few seconds charging up before he dives, so you have a moment to find him. 2. How to reorient yourself. Since your controller loses its lock, the best thing to do is run toward the edges of the arena. Most players find that running toward the far corners, away from the center where he usually lands, gives you the best view. Once you spot that golden glow in the sky, keep your camera pointed directly at it. 3. The sprint and jump strategy. To actually survive the hit, you need to be moving fast. 1. Sprint. As soon as you see him start to descend like a comet, sprint in a straight line away from where he is coming from. 2. The jump. Right before he impacts the ground, jump. Jumping in Elden Ring gives you lower body invincibility.
Ugh. We almost had him last time. I figured out how to break that hug though. What? So good. I don't even know what happened. What the bro? What is going on? Hey, so what's going on, man? I swear the game keep coming up with new stuff. So I ended up beating Ray Dunn in his first form, first phase. As soon as I beat him, it goes to the second phase, and then they ask me a question about something, yes or no. And I end up like, where did that come from?
That is a wild moment. But hold on. If a yes or no question popped up right as the second phase started, that isn't actually part of the Radahn boss fight. That sounds like a system pop-up or a specific quest item triggered at the worst possible time. In the actual game, when Radahn hits half health, Michaela...
They do not want me to beat this cat. Chat, they don't want me to beat this cat at all. I'm figuring everything out. It's like when I figure something out, the AI is like, nope, we ain't gonna let you. You're not gonna let that happen. Beat him. Yeah. My fault. I forget I can't take hits like that. They still fighting with that. I gotta stay close to my mimic here, because if I get away from him, he ain't gonna fight. I realize that. That's the key. Can't stay too far away from him. No. I messed up. Once again, close. Dang, he did something different. Thought he was gonna fly up in the air. Now he does. Jeez, dude. Bro, it's my last time, y'all. I'm done. Go out like that. Jeez, bro. What the heck? Man, it keeps. What's going on? We can't even get in the second phase no more. Dang, man, bro. Ooh, Louise. Damn. Oh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, dude. What is going on here? Like, why is all his hits taking me out? Like, easily. Like, dude. Oh. Bro, all his hits is taking me out. Like, the computer just like, man, we just doing everything we hit. None of my arms or moons working. Alright, this is last time, final last time, man. We out, y'all. This one for the money. Do or die, go home. This is it. Do or die, go home. This is it. It's it. Lock in. Yeah. Oh, he killed my mimic. Oh. Hey, bro. All right, y'all. We out. Catch y'all later.